Hi, and welcome to another episode of Wine and Dine with Mastro, where food and magic meet. I'm your host, Tom Mastriani, and today we're going to be doing a linguini and white clam sauce. We're going to be pairing it with some really special wines, one of my favorites, Jordan Chardonnay and Damiano Langarnese. So, let's get to it. Okay, we're going to go over the wine, and let's start with the Damiano Langarnese. Okay, this is from the Piedmont region, and Arnese is a very popular or very common variety. And what it's very bright, crisp. They used to plant it with Nebbiolo, which is a red wine or red grape. And what happens is the Arnese was used to ward off the bees and the birds from eating the Barolo, which was much more preferred, I guess. So, and after a while, I guess, living with the Barolo, the Arnese took on better characteristics and became more popular, and people like it better. So, let's open it up and find out, see what it's all about. Now, Damiano has been around for a long time. This particular blend is 2017. It's fairly new or young, and it's been one of my favorites for a long time. Smells good so far, no problem there. Let's go with this particular glass. If you notice, very light straw yellow color. Let's see, give it a swirl. Alcohol content, it's looking pretty good. Sugars are residual, so there's a good amount of sugar still left in there. Telling by the legs that form when it hangs down the side. See the streaks. Okay, it gives you an indication of how much alcohol and how much sugar is in there. So, minerally, that's what I'm getting out of there. Very light. Maybe a honeysuckle or very light citrus. It's very nice, smooth, light, really well balanced. It's got a nice finish, yeah, and it just keeps going. I can feel it coming down all the way, and it leaves a nice aftertaste, nice, mid palate. It's the whole thing is really good. It's sitting very well. This is an excellent wine, very well balanced. Definitely a top player. So, what we're going to do with it today, we're going to make the linguini and clam sauce. The white should go very well with that. So you can almost, if you can imagine in your mind the wine with these aromas or with the flavors that you're going to pick. Once you cook, mix it up a lot, you'll be able to make that determination. You'll be able to look at a wine, taste a wine, and then say, this would probably go well with this. So let's find out. So first we're going to chop up some of this parsley. We don't need too much of this. It's always better to go big. Now again, this is a typical way that I like to cut my onions. Just avoiding all your tears and any other distress you might have from peeling an onion. Remember, don't cut the bottom until the very end. It's like going on a mission when you go to cut an onion. You want to make sure that you come out successful, unscathed. It's never any fun to get hydrochloric acid in your eye. So, I'll tell you, talk about a long finish. This langue anise is just really lingering. It's solid. All right, now we got our onions and our parsley ready to go. Now we're going to chop up our garlic, and let's get this ready. I just love garlic. There's nothing garlic can't go well with. You can do ice cream and garlic. I was in Iceland just recently, and they had garlic ice cream. They had lava flow licorice ice cream. It was just crazy flavors that they had there, but they were all good. So it's just depends on where you are and who you're with and the mood you're in when you create some sort of food. All right, so we're gonna cut up this garlic. So we gotta make it into good sized portions. You know, there was this one chef, he would take the garlic and he'd smack it with a cleaver. And then all at once, it would be peeled and basically sliced all at the same time. So let's give it a shot. There you go. Just falls right out of there. Okay, and it's all busted up, ready to go. Give it a little bit of chopping there, and that's it. So that's a nice little trick. But he used to smack it, fling it across the table, which is pretty cool. All right, so now we've got everything chopped up. All right, now we're gonna put everything in the pot. We're gonna need a little oil, first of all. So let's get a little oil in here. We're gonna need a decent amount of oil, a liberal amount, maybe about a half a cup to a cup. We're gonna put in our butter. We're gonna put in our garlic. So now let's get in the onions. And let's put it on the oven or on the stove. We're gonna cook this down till it gets nice and golden brown. And in the meantime, we're gonna clean up and then pick another wine. So, see you in a minute. Welcome back. All right, now that was the Damiano langue anise, and now we're gonna go with the Jordan Chardonnay. So let's open that up, see how it goes with what we've got so far. So, this is a 2015 Jordan Chardonnay. This is California. Again, another one of my favorite wines. This is great. This is Russian River Valley. The notes are going to be floral and a little flinty, and we've got some nice fruit in there and citrus. Let's open it up and see. Break out the trusty wine key. I'll tell you, traveling with a wine key, never good. I've had so many of my wine keys taken away by TSA, and whenever I fly anywhere, it's like, oh, there goes another wine key. It's like, really? This little tiny knife, I'm gonna take over a plane with this. It's crazy though. But I probably had maybe 7 or 8 of these taken away, so. It's like a honeysuckle yellow. That's a really nice yellow. And by the look of it, I'd say, again, about 11 or 12% alcohol. Really creamy, rich, full, tight. The aromas are really coming off of here. I'm getting a bit of the alcohol also, but it's very well balanced, I can tell. Almost has a little hint of Carneros, but let's taste it and find out. Creamy, light, fresh. A little bit of grass coming down in the back. Mid palates. It's very ripe. Almost, yeah. You're getting the freshness of a grass, almost like a grassy freshness. That's nice. just for a goof, let me just see what's going on here. I'll try this parsley. I know you're saying, no, don't eat the parsley. Yeah. Spot on. That's the thing with wine. It's an experimentation. You always have to give it a try. Try it with anything. Pinot Noir and a hot dog, beautiful combination. You'd think, what goes with a hot dog? Pinot Noir. Chinese food, that's another tricky one, but we'll go into that another time. Okay, so this looks like it's almost ready, but I think what I'm gonna do, let me taste these here first. The butter, the garlic. I think we're gonna put the Chardonnay over here. And the Linguini, we're gonna just pour in here. A little bit, not a lot. That should do it. And that's a good use of wine. There you go. Now the alcohol is gonna boil off and it's gonna leave those flavors. We're gonna reduce this a little bit and those flavors will fortify as the liquid reduces. I can smell it right now, it's crazy. Woo! Nice, nice. All right. All right, this is looking about ready. Let's add in the garlic powder, the dried basil, and the oregano. I'm gonna put that in. A little garlic powder. Can never have too much garlic. And the oregano. All right. And then we're gonna put these fresh basil leaves in here. I think we'll chop these up just a little bit. That'll do it. And then we've got a vegetable broth, and this will help us to increase the volume actually. So we need a little bit of this. Adds saltiness to it. We could always add more wine, but we don't want to waste all that much wine. Not that it's a waste. And then of course the clams. We need these clams in there because that's the key player of this. So. All right, so we're gonna bring this up to a simmer, heat it up, let the flavors all come out of everybody, and then we're gonna make our pasta now. So let me throw the pasta on, and then we're gonna start making our garlic bread, which is, you are not gonna wanna miss, because it's amazing. Ooh, now it's time to strain the pasta because we don't want to overcook it, ever. I want it to be al dente. All right, we're going to put a little oil on here just to keep it from sticking, just a little bit. That'll work its way throughout. All right. All right, so now we're gonna, while that's sitting there, let's start with the garlic bread. So, I've got a small baguette here. We're gonna chop up our garlic, take our butter, little seasonings, mixed Italian, there's parsley, oregano in there. So, let's chop this up. I'm gonna chop it kind of fine. A lot of times what I like to do is I'll take my garlic and put it in oil with a little salt, little bit of pepper, and just let it sit forever in the fridge. And then whenever I need it, it's all chopped up, ready to go, packed in oil. In this case, we're gonna put a little oil on the bread. Actually, I like to put it on the plate in this case because these are small. garlic. So we want to get a little bit more garlic on here, mixed in with this butter. This is one way of doing it. I have another secret weapon here. This is pre-made. I mentioned it earlier. It's garlic, oil, salt, pepper, butter, all in one. So we're just gonna put it right on there. Okay, so we're gonna do one with and one without. Put that on there and a little parm on top to finish it off. It smells good already. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna put these in the oven, bake them until they're golden brown, and then we're gonna sauce up the pasta, and then I'm gonna open up one more wine. So let's let these bake, and we'll come back to them in a minute. Let's just clean up again, and be back in a minute. There you have it. Pasta with nothing on it. This is the way it always starts. But now, we're gonna add the clam sauce. Let's just put this right over the top. Fill in that little space right there. We got golden. Little cheese on top, very little bit. Voila. All right, so we now have one more wine. A Fiano, which, another Italian wine. It's a white wine, florally, and it's very citrusy, so let's give it a shot. It's also from Italy. It's been grown around the Nebbiolo vines also, so it has a little bit of a nutty flavor also to it, so let's give it a shot. All right, Radici, okay, this is Fiano di Avellino. This is a very, very, very good wine, and should go great with this. Smells so good. Oh, it smells really good. Can't open this quick enough. I love that sound. All right, so let's grab a glass. Nice fresh one. Very honey-like yellow. That's different. It's almost like a peppery honey. I think it'll work. Again, it's light on the alcohol level. I'd say it's probably 10-11%. Sometimes it's hard to find on the label, but it's light. It's got a little bit of a tartness going back on the mid palate. A short finish, not too long, which should go very well with this because you don't want to overpower the lightness of the clams. So let's give it a shot. Break out a fork. We got the big fork for this now. Okay. Really good. You can taste the garlic. It's not overpowering, but let's see. Let's try it with this. Brings out the carneros and the butteriness of the Jordan Chardonnay. So let's go back to the Radici. And let's pair it with that. That Jordan caught me off guard. A little too light. The clams are taking a little too much control. So that's losing the fight here. And let's go with the Damiano. See where that comes in. A little lighter in color. A lot more citrusy. So let's see how that works. Damiano, hands down. So clean, so well balanced with this. Not that any of the other wines aren't good, but for this dish, this is a winner. This will knock your socks off. I mean, it just pops in your mouth. It's great. All the flavors just come together. It's a symphony. It's a symphony in your mouth. It's a beautiful thing. It's nice when that happens. You know, after having 3 great wines and a really nice dish here, you tend to forget some things. You ever make something for a party and then all of a sudden you forget, oh, we left that in the oven, or you left it in the fridge or something like that, and never put it out? Happens all the time. We forgot the garlic bread. So let's go try out the garlic bread. So let's pull it out of here. This has been baking for a while. And let's just pull it out. We got our bread knife. And yes, it's hot. So let's try it though. And I know exactly what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna dip it right here. Rocks it. This is beautiful. Hey, thanks for joining me today on Wine and Dine with Mastro, where food and magic meet. We had some great food and great wine. You can check out the rest of my wines and pairings on mastrotv.com. I'm Tom Mastriani saying, see you next time. Cheers.